Hello, lovely podcast listeners. This is Nick. This one is not safe for work, and I know some of you listen to this podcast in the car with your kids, or you might be playing it aloud in a shop or something. It is not safe for that, but it's hilarious. Keep listening.
I'm gonna have to suck a sweet before we get cracking.
Yeah.
Suck as many as you like. Hello, I'm Sangeeta. Nice to meet you.
Cunt, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Are you got your headphones there? Are you going to be making some weird ASMR now? Like,
People complained about that on my podcast because we sit and eat crisps all the way through it.
yeah.
There's a bloke went on the iTunes review saying, I really love this podcast, but I can't listen to it because I've got a phobia about slurping noises. And of course, we're just licking our fingers with Watsits and stuff.
Some people love it though. That's special interest.
Yeah, that's worrying.
I bet there's OnlyFans for what's it finger licking.
Well, it's one for everything, isn't it?
Cheesy fingers.
Yeah. Cheesy fingers, yeah, scampy knickknacks, the lot.
And they can tell if you're having cheese Doritos instead of Watsits, they'll be all over it. I know the difference.
Know, don't they? Yeah.
Oh my God, we've not even started.
Did you want your headphones on? I mean, it's don't mess your hair up.
I'm crying.
Have you got an
already.
Essex tattoo on your wrist?
Oh,
Oh, mate, that's amazing.
I worked for Essex County Council for 14 years, so I decided when I worked there for 10 years, I was going to be there forever. So I was going to have property of Essex County Council tattooed there.
I thought that's what I did. It's an initiation. Your first day in Basildon Council. Come on, get there. Prison style. They got a biro with like a motor in it. Welcome back to Are You Creative podcast.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, Nick and Sangeeta in the house. We're talking about creativity in Essex. People from Essex, outside Essex. They might have been from outside Essex, moved to Essex.
But they live here now.
We've got an Essex OG today, though.
Whoa.
What's your name?
Cunt, from Kunt and the Gang. It's
Yeah.
okay because it's with a K.
It's not rude, is it, if it's
No.
got a K?
No.
From Kunt and the Gang, the Cunts, the Crackpots, and...
Comfort and Sons, our acoustic venture.
I thought that was the actual name of that band anyway.
I'm actually crying already.
Sangeeta.
We're only a minute into this.
I've done a warning at the start of the podcast already about it being not safe for work. My brother listens to this in his car with his kids.
Well, it depends where you work, doesn't it?
Well, they're not going to play it in WH Smith's, are they, over the PA?
No.
Or TJ Jones, yeah. Cunt, where are you from?
I'm from Basildon.
OG, Basildon, born and raised.
What's OG mean?
It's
It means
Original.
It's internet. It means original. It was from OG, I'm the Original Gangster, the rap song.
Oh, right, okay.
And then the internet co-opted it, and they said OG means like the original thing.
Like, I'm in my mid to late 30s now, so I can't, like, all that kids' language.
You're in mid to late 1930s.
Cheeky, have you seen a grey pube on my jeans or something? Giving me away.
It's the bollocks are dragging out of your trouser legs.
No, these are quite a tight...
Definitely X-rated.
These are quite a tight trouser around the bottom, so there's no danger of that.
It's good, isn't it? It's like, it'll be nice when that comes back into fashion.
Yeah.
Good. All right. And Sangeeta. Sorry. Basildon, Bas Vegas. I love it, man.
I love Bas Vegas. Absolutely.
Yeah. And you are probably Basildon's biggest musical export, aren't you? Forgetting about all the other ones.
Well, yeah, apart from all the other ones.
Apart from all the other ones, you're Basildon's biggest musical export.
Yeah, I mean, and I'd be a cheaper statue than Depeche Mode because there's only me and Little Cunt, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly. And that one, you can just use the same template and just shrink it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, you could do it on the digital printer now.
Yeah, you could. Adam could print one out here, actually. It'd just be a flat statue.
Has Adam got a digital printer here? Like a 3D printer?
No, just it flat.
No, I don't want a fucking flat one. Not fucking flat Stanley. I want a proper 3D statue. Preferably in metal.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can have a flat paper one or vinyl. Your
I
choice.
like to call it a picture.
Cunt, are you creative?
Yeah.
That's the best one we've ever had.
Honestly.
So, Sangeeta, look, we've got to talk about what Cunt does.
Please.
Okay. Cunt, can you tell Sangeeta what you do?
There's no way of explaining it that makes it sound any good.
Okay. Just go for it.
Just write rude comedy songs.
Okay.
I mean, you make it sound basic, right? Like, yeah, I do rude songs, but there's so much depth to this, Sangeeta.
Okay, let's hear. Let's go for the depth.
I think on your Wikipedia, what do you say is a minor internet celebrity,
Minor internet hit singer.
hit singer? Yeah, exactly. And I think that's true because I mean, I've been following the Kunt and the Gang thing since she started, because it was like through Beta, which was a website, beta.com, and through MySpace and stuff, which is mad, because like now we're like miles away from all of that stuff.
Yeah, it feels like a different lifetime ago.
Yeah, but back then, the internet was, I mean, it's probably because I was younger, but the internet was so exciting.
Yeah.
To see these things come through like on beta.com. Beta.com was b3ta.com. But it was like where loads of people like Rob Manuel came from, and loads of like rude, shareable stuff.
Yeah.
I loved it. And
It was our punk, that scene.
it was, yeah. But it was because it was like punk, because anyone could make anything and put it on the internet at that time,
Yeah.
which was brilliant. And that's what MySpace did as well.
Yeah, back in the days before monetisation and censorship.
Yeah, you just had to pay for it yourself, and there was no copyright either, was there?
No, it's fantastic. I remember on MySpace just relentlessly posting that picture of that Japanese bird upside down in the bath, farting what looked like a jet of Mars milk out of her arsehole onto people's walls. And there was no repercussions at all.
You're talking about Tub Girl.
Tub Girl.
Yeah, exactly. One of the classic shock signs. I love it, yeah. I've been tricked into opening that one a few times. That was pre-Rick Roll. That was like...
Yeah.
Rick Roll just sanitised the whole thing, didn't it?
Yeah.
I've got a whole heap of Googling to do when I get
You
in tonight.
have, Sangita. So, but what
Operation U-Tree are going to be coming around your house tomorrow because of your tonight's search history.
So if you don't see me again, you know why.
Yeah, we'll break you out of Broadmoor, don't worry. But what's brilliant about Kunt's music, right? It's very simple. It's like you go for like a sort of Casio sound, don't you?
Yeah. The old school sort of 80s, plinky plonky synth stuff.
Yeah,
like
bossa
sort of
nova.
the early Depeche Mode and all that kind of stuff. That was what I sort of grew up on.
Yeah, is that how Depeche Mode wrote it? They just put bossa nova on a cheap Casio and sung along to it. I love it. Do you know, just on a side note, you know where Depeche Mode's first gig was?
Go on.
It was in the Pink Toothbrush, but at the time it was called Crocs because it had two alligators inside it.
Yeah.
They thought were crocodiles, didn't they? And I think Depeche Mode did their first gig in there.
Oh, I didn't know they did their first gig there.
Yeah, not as Depeche Mode, but it is pretty much Depeche Mode with their songs. Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
What is really amazing is there is a nightclub with crocodiles in it.
Oh,
No
it was,
way,
it was the
yeah.
80s, wasn't it?
Anything goes. They're probably covered in cocaine and stuff as well. Yeah. So you've still got this musical aesthetic. It's like Casio, boom, boop, boom, boop, the bossa nova, very basic. Really, really catchy, rude lyrics. I love it. I've had Gentleman's Wash in my head for weeks. which is good. A nice little thing for walking around. But they sound quite jolly, quite innocent. But a lot of the songs are sort of political commentate.
Oh, God, I've definitely got to go on YouTube this.
Right, you're going to love this. I think last week you had your Donald Trump song taken off of Spotify. You've been censored, haven't you?
Yeah. They took Donald Trump is a fucking cunt off of Spotify.
No.
And then I got reported on Facebook as well. I did a post saying that it had been taken off Spotify, and then that post got taken down. I got 3 Donald Trump posts taken down off Facebook. There's something going on at the moment, isn't there?
I mean, he looks like he's been on the What's It channel, doesn't he? But so do Donald Trump is such an egomaniac. I reckon he's aware of you.
Oh, I mean that'd be the dream, wouldn't it?
Can you imagine him?
I reckon he is.
Imagine getting up his nose.
Yeah, rage scrolling on the toilet with his pants around his ankles in the White House, like, look at who's this cunt in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he has this shield of people around him that make sure he don't find out about anything.
No way, he's an egomaniac. He does. He's searching.
Oh,
He'll be vanity
knows.
searching
He
himself.
definitely knows.
Yeah. He knows about cunt in the gag. Yeah.
Have you seen the latest series of South Park?
No.
Oh, I mean,
Is it?
it's
good?
right out there. It's fucking brilliant. They've got Donald Trump making love with J.D. Vance, and he's got this horrible little baby mushroom Willie. And Satan's...
I saw the Satan one.
Yeah, Satan's
my
carrying
God.
Donald Trump's baby. I mean, it's just fucking out there. It's as out there as you
I
get.
love South
Amazing.
Park.
So you're probably in the FBI file with South Park. It's incredible though, to see that sort of like the censorship that's happening now on social media. And it wasn't like that. Tom didn't do that, did he? On MySpace?
No, Tom was good
Tom
as
just let
gold.
you do anything.
No, I think it got a bit out of hand, didn't it? Tom couldn't control it anymore.
So he had to hand it over to some evil people.
Yeah.
Apparently Tom just sold MySpace and he's just chilling out now. He's just having a lovely life.
Well, Murdoch bought it, didn't he? And just ran it into the ground.
I get nostalgic about Friends Reunited. Sometimes, they had a header and had some old people with sunglasses on in the header. Where are they now?
Yeah, dead.
Dead, probably.
Strangle wag.
Oh my goodness.
So what we got? So we got the Donald Trump's a fucking cunt song. It's now been taken off of Spotify. But Boris Johnson is a fucking cunt. He's still
up
there
because the British state isn't as effective, is it?
No, but he probably likes it. I reckon he's definitely going to be aware of this because it was in the papers.
I mean, I would hope. I would hope that he heard about it.
Yeah, I reckon he will play it. I reckon he's played it and danced around to it.
Well, Lee Anderson. The MP who defected to Reform.
Yeah, it's 50p Lee.
Yeah, there was a video of him listening to "Fuck the Tories" on his laptop.
No.
Yeah,
this is amazing. So Sangeeta.
Oh my God, I'm loving this guy.
I know. Well, I can't beep
Honestly.
out. I'm going to have to get like a whole lorry full of beeps to put in this one. I'm not even going to bother.
No, don't bother.
So Boris Johnson is a fucking cunt, right? That got to number 5 in the charts.
No way.
At the Christmas charts.
2020. It was like the lockdown Christmas.
Wow.
Which was incredible. I mean, I was streaming it 24 hours a day on the playlist, and I bought every version of it.
Good man.
You gamed the charts. I thought it was good. Was there like 10 versions of it?
Yeah. Because where you haven't got the publicity machine that all the big labels have got. What you can do is with people power, just do multiple versions, and they all count towards the main chart. So we just like doubled up and doubled up and doubled up.
I loved it, but this is like your election campaign because every day you're doing videos and you're like telling people how to do it.
I fucking hate it. You have to be Bob Geldof for a week because buy the fucking record because otherwise people don't do it. But I hate that fucking whore. You feel like a fucking whore at the end of it, or a sex worker. So I'm trying to keep it PC. You feel dreadful at the end of it, but you have to do it for that week, and then you have to just decompress after that and not do any promotion for a fucking year.
Still not clean. And that's horrible, isn't it? That's the worst thing about being in a band with social media. You just got to keep poking people. But I felt like we all owned it. Like it was all of our thing to try and push it because Sangeeta. I mean, we're probably going to lose loads of followers and get complaints now, but like, I cannot stand Lad Baby, in his sausage roll songs. And you were like head to head with Lad Baby and ended up like with a big beef, right? Lad Baby was complaining that you were bullying him.
We started digging him out. He's written a chapter in his book about it.
No
way.
But the mad thing is, Lad Baby put this single out, right? The sausage roll songs. And he was saying, I'm giving all this money to charity. So, I think you were calling him out on
well, it was just what we wanted to do was just get a conversation about how much of that money was actually going to charity.
Yes.
Because he wasn't a millionaire when he started making charity records.
No, he wasn't. He was a designer at Wonderman, the advertising agency.
Yeah.
Oh,
now he's a millionaire. So, I mean, we don't... Did you ever find out how much, what percentage?
No. See, I mean, it's impossible to find out, but,
Are we going to have to run this...
when you can just smell there's something not right.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make that suggestion. And the way he sort of reacted, you're like, there's something going on there.
He's protesting a bit too much, isn't he? Yeah. Lad Baby. But so Lad Baby, Kunt's been in the news quite a lot. And at this time, Lad Baby was really like crying in the news about being bullied.
Yeah.
By this horrible guy from Essex. And his sweary song that might knock off "We Built This City on Sausage Rolls" or whatever off the top of the charts.
It was one of the later ones, I think. But he went to the press and was complaining, and talking about the certain sort of person that will buy our song.
A certain sort of person.
And so, of course, all the people that supported us just reclaimed that phrase. I'm a certain sort of person. It was like fucking Spartacus.
Oh, I love it. Oh my God, where the hell was I?
I know.
Brilliant.
You missed out on this. It was
Honestly.
brilliant. And there was even a version called Boris Johnson's A Sausage Roll, which Lad Baby must have raged so much about that. It was the radio version, wasn't it?
Yeah, done a clean for radio. But we done a clean for radio version of all those songs, and none of them, they didn't mention any of the titles on the charts.
Yeah, because didn't you get number 5 on the chart show? They said, number 5 is a song that we can't mention by a band that we can't mention.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, a certain sort of band.
Every one we had after that, they'd find another way to just kind of try and sweep it under the carpet, you know.
Yeah. Is that why you did the crackpots afterwards on the Crown Jewels?
Well, we did for the fifth one. We did a song called "Scrap the Monarchy" by the Crown, and called the band the Crown Jewels, with a K and a Z, because there was already one with an S. And so we just did that just to see if it was the swear words was the reason it was getting censored.
Yeah.
But then, you know, in the midweek chart, I think we were something like number 20 in the midweek chart, and they they wouldn't mention it at all. They didn't mention that the song title was called "Scrap the Monarchy" because it was I think it was the week of King Charles's coronation. We were just trying to do it to be shit stirrers.
Yeah, but Lad Babies, we built this city on sausage fingers.
Yeah,
that went to number one. It's unbelievable. So you've had 4 top 10 songs.
Yeah,
Wow.
and
Congratulations.
Can you believe that with no record? You got no record label.
No.
And you're sort of promoting stuff just from your shed.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, but that first one just sort of made you think, "Fuck, it is possible."
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
and there was such a wave of support for that first one.
Yeah.
When when the following Christmas come around and Boris Johnson was still in, it just I was really loath to kind of go through the whole thing again.
Yeah.
But you're like, it's just a fucking it's a tap in.
I thought, come on, is this time we're going to do it? And I think you have more remixes, and you have Rob Manuel behind it, Cassette Boy.
Yeah, Cassette Boy. Yeah, Rob Manuel, Rick Autobahn, and that second year sold like another 7,000, but because of the Christmas streams, you're sort of up against, like all the Christmas playlists that have got Mariah Carey and Wham, and they're always going to be up there, and they're just so hard to displace. But we've done it with sort of sales and streams. Yeah,
Sangeet, you wouldn't believe this, right? So the top 5 was, I think, Justin Bieber, Ronan Keating, Lad Baby. I can't remember. Oh, Russ Abbott. Was it Russ Abbott as well?
Russ Abbott didn't make it in the end. No, it sort of fell by the wayside.
And Cunt. Yeah. Or the Cunts, I should say.
Mariah Carey, Wham. I can't remember
my
else.
God, that's amazing.
Can you believe
Right
it?
in from Basildon.
From a shed in Basildon.
That's just, that's phenomenal.
And what I loved was, I think in your video you had like the KLF, the manual.
Yeah.
Right? And mate, I love the manual. I love DIY music as well.
Yeah.
And so basically the manual, when the KLF, they had a song out called Doctrine TARDIS. Can you remember it?
No.
It was Gary Glitter. It's quite nonsense, isn't it?
It was Gary Glitter's rock and roll, but it was when Gary Glitter was still all right.
Yeah, with Daleks singing and stuff. But KLF did it to prove that they basically said you could have a number one for 100 quid. And they did it. They did it to prove it. So you were just pretty much following the manual. And
well, I think they said in the manual, didn't they, that if you follow the steps exactly and you don't have a hit, you can get your money back.
So what did you get onto Bill Drummond and ask him?
Where's my fucking money, Bill?
Where's my 50? He's got a tank. You got to watch out. Don't start with Bill Drummond.
No, and an ice cream van.
Yeah, and he's got a gun and a dead sheep, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I remember the Brits that time.
Don't fuck with Bill Drummond.
Oh mate, Jimmy Courty, he'll be right. You go around his house and get him. But so that was mad. So you basically, you're looking at this like it's like, okay, this is how you have a DIY number one.
Yeah,
like. You've been doing this for ages before, but that was the first time you troubled the top 10, right?
Yeah. We done back in the day. I think it was 2010 after the Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
That John Malter from
another
Chelmsford,
Essex boy.
Yeah. After that, I had a go, at kind of getting a song in the charts, and I had this song called "Use My Arsehole as a Cunt," which was a song about trying to get on in the music business. And so I'd done the same thing there, done a few versions, and I spoke to John, and John put the idea in my mind about, he said the way they got the Rage Against the Machine song over the line to number one was they found a live version of it at the last minute, and all their supporters went and bought that and sort of doubled up, and that sort of got it over the line, and that's sort of the how they beat the X Factor on the final stretch.
This is pure Essex because Blur Country House beat Oasis. Yeah. By having multiple formats.
Oh yeah,
it's just an Essex trick. Let's not tell the other counties. Keep it Essex.
It's the market trader in us, isn't it?
That's a good point.
That's crazy. I'm glad like John Mortar like helped out. I wanted to talk to him at some point as well because he ran that campaign was brilliant.
I will
against
talk
X
about
Factor.
that all day long.
Yeah, that's why I haven't invited him on. Sorry, John. But I think that's so good. Like almost having like a protest against like the sanitation and the rubbishness of music.
Yeah, because a culture now is just warm diarrhea.
Yeah.
And so if you can do anything just a bit different and a bit interesting, then I think people kind of want to latch onto it because
Absolutely.
people, I'm not going to say you're as old as me, but people my age sort of remember the early 80s when you had these kind of weird characters, like sort of Pete Burns and Boy George,
Yes.
and music was just all a bit more interesting then.
Yeah.
But now, I think now all the formulas are there and, and the record companies and the big companies have all the formulas. It's so easy to just kind of stick to them formulas. And you listen to the radio and all the songs sound the fucking same.
Yes.
And it makes you feel like just an old fart saying that.
Yes.
But, but even though you can hear their different genre.
Yeah, the productions are the same.
Yeah.
They're going to be mastered to the same levels, and
they'll all be, within a few months or a year, they'll all be mixed and mastered by AI, won't they?
oh yeah,
to
they
kind
already
of-
are.
Yeah.
But as well, like, I love metal. I've got my Blood Incantation T-shirt on. So, but you go to see a metal gig now, and most of them are like, to backing tracks, quantized, like extra vocals, extra sub bass and stuff like that, and triggers on the drums, and it's like, oh man, I just want some pure music again. Like metal shouldn't sound like pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hip hop shouldn't sound like pop. Like punk shouldn't sound like pop, apart from pop punk. But Boris Johnson's a fucking cunt. That was like punk. That was the Cunts, wasn't it? That was the punk band.
Yeah, that sort of, it just came about by accident, really, because I'd stopped gigging in 2016, and then I wrote a book whilst I ran out of money. Because I had this pot of cash from the last tour that you're like, this is going to last forever. And then, within a year, it was down to nothing. But in that time, I wrote my book.
Yeah.
And
Soundgate, the book's called I Cunt. But like iPod, like iTunes, or little I, capital K.
I can't. And then in brackets, how I became and remained a minor internet hit singer.
Love it. Okay.
Just a little plug for that. You can probably buy it on Amazon or something.
No, so it's actually back available from the Kunt shop.
Should we do a little plug?
I had another little print run done for the tour last year.
Should we have a commercial break? You should whip out your Casio, do some music, and you can QVC
I've got a
all the
bag full of
stuff.
stuff to show the camera.
Oh, yeah. I was going to talk about the book. That's crazy. So, is it?
Oh, so sorry. Yeah, just to finish, because so by the time I'd written the book, I'd run out of money and didn't have any money to fund the print run. So I did a Kickstarter for it, and it made the target sort of in like 48 hours or something. And people were saying you should do some stretch goals, and so one of the stretch goals was to make a punk album. Just of the greatest hits, because that was something I'd always wanted to do.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm never going to get around to it. I'll never have the time or the inclination. But where I'd stopped touring, it became something you think, well, actually, no, that should be doable. And so I made the target, and so put this bit of money aside to record this punk album, and then made that, and then the final song that went on it, just before the first lockdown, was Boris Johnson is a fucking cunt. And then I put the punk album out to the backers.
Yeah.
And then, stuck it up on Spotify, and that was it as far as I was concerned. And then Ginger from the Wild Arts tweeted, it was like in September or something, tweeted a link to the Boris Johnson is a fucking cunt song with Christmas #1 ?
Amazing.
And then you could just, from that, it just all started to spiral. And I got a phone call from John Mortar going, mate, I think this could happen. And then Charlie Brooker tweeted it, and it just went from there. It just flew. And so I was desperately trying to cobble together a couple of different versions of it. And Dan Lassac, another good Essex boy, done a remix for us. And then it just sort of took off, without really, really trying that hard,
Oh, amazing.
And all the other ones, I tried much harder. And there was much more structure and strategy in place. But if I hadn't done that, use my arsehole as a cunt in 2010, that got a number 66.
Yeah.
But if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have known what to do for these ones when the opportunity come to do it,
When was the band The Cunts? Was that like your old punk band, or was it mates you'd done music with before?
It was mates I'd done music with before. The bass and drums are they're Hormone, another staple kind of Essex band, have been around forever. They're the least successful band in the country. They've been going 30 years with the same lineup. But
never made it out of Basildon.
No.
Never made it to Chelmsford.
They haven't made it past the end of the road. but because they've been playing together all that, they're tight and they're brothers, they're twins.
Yeah.
They were Siamese twins. One of them was born with his willy attached to the other one's bumhole. I don't like me saying that.
Oh my goodness.
And then Carsole, my guitarist, was. He's done stuff with us like since forever. He's been in all the videos since I started, and done all the music for my Shannon Matthews musical, the original one.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
So wouldn't sorry, Sangeeta, it's just me talking now, and you just laughing every time Kunt swears.
I'm getting the info in.
If you've got any questions in the meantime,
they will fly in. Don't you worry.
So when you were just going around and it was just you and little Kunt, does it get a bit like was it getting a bit lonely, like going and doing gigs and exhausting? Like, have you got to drive out to place on your own and do the show?
Yeah, I mean, it's all. I quite like fucking peace and quiet. You know, I know you wouldn't think it, but I quite like peace and quiet. So, you know, when you're on tour, that bit where you get to from the minute you kind of get to the venue to the minute you leave at midnight with like Dawn of the Dead, just these fucking drunk people kind of like clawing at you as you kind of get into your car and try and lock the door quickly.
I love it.
That is full on. But the driving and stuff, you know, just fucking stick some music on or stick a podcast on, and then in the daytimes, like the northern gigs, I'd go and stay with like an old schoolmate in Morecambe, and just you know, just go and do the charity shops and just have a, you know, fried breakfast and stuff like that.
But when you got the Cunts together and you started going touring with them, it must have been a whole different experience. Was you having a laugh in the van and stuff?
Oh yeah, I mean large. When you say having a laugh in the van, we got stuck. We got stuck on the fucking M1 in the snow coming back from Leeds, and I was so ill, and we all went to sleep apart from Fucksticks, the drummer who was driving. We were on there for something like 13 hours, and we all just went to sleep, and he just sat there at the driver's wheel, you know, just like cunting us all off.
Oh man, did no one need to go for like a poo in a lay-by or something like that?
Oh yeah,
it's horrible
we all made some brown snow.
Oh my goodness!
Come on, Sangeeta, you must have a burning question.
I do. I've got a couple, so I'm going to go with the first one. Name of your band? I've got to say it. Kunt with a K, right? Sorry, I had to say it.
Your face,
Where did you get that from? Like, what?
I'll tell you what it was. We were. I was down the pub. I've got a group of mates who I've sort of known since forever, and we'd have like a monthly boys' beer, and we'd all just regale each other with the tales of stuff that we used to get up to.
Right.
And then one night, I think I just had this awakening that all my stories were over 10 years old, and you know, like fucking hell, no, I've got to do something. And then as we've kind of come out the pub and the fresh air's hit me, I said I'm going to do a gig. And people just sort of looked at me, and I just said, it just came out, and it's going to be called Kunt and the Gang.
Oh, wicked.
No.
And I said it with a C, and then I sort of remember just going, Kunt and the Gang with a K.
Yeah.
You know, and then it was because I'd said that. Then my mate Jim was doing a musical duo called Retail Outlet, and they had a Christmas gig organised at the Castlemaine in Basildon. And so he rang me up the next day and said, "Well, you can support us at the Castlemaine." You're like, "Oh fuck it, I've got to do it now."
But you must have been making music already. Like I saw you've been in a lot of bands before you did Kunt and the Gang.
Yeah. I mean, I'd sort of done some stuff before, but I wasn't doing anything. I hadn't done anything for a few years then.
So have you always been into, like, so from the time you kind of left school and that, was music always your thing?
Yeah. I think kind of I came to it quite late, of sort of realising that you could actually, you know, do it yourself, because I sort of grew up with Madness, you know, and you sort of saw their videos, and it just looked like a group of mates. Who were
Yeah,
mucking
that's
about.
right. Yeah,
And so,
our house.
yeah. You
In
know,
the middle of the street. Yeah.
but like baggy trousers and all their videos. They had such a sort of DIY ethic to it, and they just looked like they were having such a
Just a
great
gang
time.
having a laugh
That's
at the
right,
Dublin Castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I sort of grew up with that, and then all the electronic stuff, you know, OMD and Depeche Mode and the Human League, and that was all the music that I loved sort of as a kid and sort of into my teens. And then we sort of had a go at sort of getting a band together, but in our mid-teens, none of us could play anything. You know, we just had too much dead wood. We were all dead. We were all dead wood, basically. Yeah. But then, sort of in my, I guess like late teens or early 20s, I met a guy who I was working with because I was working in a clothes shop at Lakeside, and it turned out he was like a distant cousin of mine. Like, I never really. I would always see him
normal
sort of,
for Basildon.
We had the same webbed fingers. But it turned out he had this home studio. He lived on the 13th floor of Chapel Flats in Chapel St Mary, and he had this home studio. And like took us around there, and he played us his tape, and it just sounded like Depeche Mode, and like there was backing vocals on it and everything, you know. And we're just like fucking hell, you know. And so he started showing us how to kind of make your own music, and come with me down to the music shop, and you know, I borrowed some money off my mum. I never paid it back. And I got a 4-track, and you know,
She doesn't want your dirty money now.
No,
From those filthy songs.
no, exactly.
So you went there. You got a 4-track and a keyboard.
And then just like started learning how to make music. And Andy showed me the chords, and I'd write out the scales and stuff and have them up on the wall. I never learned them or anything, you know. But I've always been. I'll learn the bare minimum I need to know to do it, and then I'll just fucking do it. And it might not be as good as if I learned it properly. Yeah. But I just need to. But
this is what I love, because the music's so minimal. Like the hooks and stuff in the songs, you know, they're really good, catchy songs. It feels like I was talking to Adam earlier. It's like an old tradition, like East End, like songwriting, you know, of like the around the piano sort of like sing along.
It's got a music hall sort of thing to it, but none of that was none of that was really intentional. It just kind of they're the melodies that sort of jumped into your mind, and I guess it's like growing up with the fucking Shake and Vac advert, and for MASH gets smashed, and all them things, don't they, influence you without you realising.
Right. I was thinking earlier on, like it's a bit like that John Ketley is a Weatherman song.
Yeah. I mean, one of them is very like that.
Yeah. But they've all got like a melody that just sticks in your head, and you just got to go around all day.
But I think that's the thing is if you're in a proper band that want to be credible, you can't get away with using all them major key advert melodies, and so. You know, I'll just go like, well, fuck it. You know, they're the catchy ones. And the amount of times over the years people have sort of said to us, like, I was in a job interview and used my arsehole as a cunt, popped in the reminder. Or, you know, I was getting told off by the headmaster at school, and Carol Vorderman popped in me mind. You know?
Oh, that's dangerous.
Sorry, on that subject, I had a guy come up to me at a gig who's a teacher, and he went, I nearly got the fucking sack because of you. And I'm like, don't blame me, what was it then? And so he said the headmaster called him into his office, and he didn't know what it was about. And his headmaster said, now, can you explain this? And it was a printout from Facebook of his face, you know, his profile picture with a comment saying, oh, Carol, when I see you on Countdown, I have to pull my pants down and pop a finger in my brown.
Oh, wow.
The headmaster was showing him that.
The headmaster was going, what is the meaning of this? And he had to explain. He was told never to do it again, you know.
What do you think the meaning of this is? My personal life.
So it must have been mad, like, you know, Sangeeta does a lot of sort of work with the council and stuff like that. So you were working for Basildon Council when you started doing Kunt and the Gang?
I was working for Essex Council in Epping and Loughton and Harlow.
Did they make you leave? Did they say, look, you cannot do songs like Prince Andrew's A Sweaty Nonce and work here?
No, the Sweaty Nonce one hadn't come up yet.
I was going to say, that's only recent, isn't it?
Oh, no, it's always been A Sweaty Nonce.
Boom.
It just got to the stage where I had so many gigs booked up that I'd used all my holiday up. But towards the end of my time at the youth, because it was for the youth service, some of the youth workers come to see me up in London.
Yeah.
And what became the Prince Andrew song used to be a song called Maybe I'm a Nonce. And I played it at the first ever gig, and it went down so fucking badly. And my mate who stood at the bar said, these two blokes, one went to the other, maybe I'm a nonce, maybe I'm a nonce, that means he is a nonce. And then they just stomped out. But because it went down so badly, you know, you think, do you know what? My life's too fucking short. I'm just not going to do it. But there was a guy who come up to my London gig who knew of that song. And so when I'd finished all my songs, I played Carol Vorderman again, and I went, right, that's it. I haven't got any more songs. He went, yes, you have. Maybe I'm a nonce. And so I played it, and I've looked, and there's all the people that have come to see me from the council youth service, all just looking at each other like, what the fuck?
So you handed your notice when you got back?
5 years later, I had him noticing. It was impossible.
Nuts.
It was impossible to get sacked from the youth service. Ian Huntley would have only got a disciplinary.
But we know that youth services have changed now. Sorry, they are one of our partners.
Yeah. I mean, it's all different. It's all different
It's
now.
all different now.
It's all
Safeguarded
different
now, yep.
So
I hope it is.
what I love today,
You can cut that bit out if you want. I'm not precious.
I think I'm going to cut it all out and it's just going to be hello, goodbye. Great story on Essex Live today. King Charles and Camilla were visiting Dedham in Essex today.
Yes, they were.
But
yeah.
yesterday, someone had printed out lots of pictures of Prince Andrew on all fours, and they'd plastered the streets with it. It was all over the floor and, you know, on the walls and stuff.
Fucking hell, I didn't see that.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh my, this is like the sort of thing Kunt would do.
Why do I never find out they're coming to Essex until after they've been?
Well, I didn't want to tell you because you would have cancelled come to the podcast because you would have been down there with little Kunt and a microphone.
I'd have been in the cells in Chelmsford Nick now.
Exactly. But you know, I love that sort of thing that you know, you can protest in a funny way.
Yeah.
And I think funny protests is the best protest.
Yeah.
Because it's really shareable and it's got jolliness to it. And actually, you know, when you get angry, everyone's just like, oh, that just look like an idiot, don't you?
Yeah.
When you know, red-faced idiot, like shouting at people.
You've got to try and keep it light, haven't you?
Yeah. But printing out photos of Prince Andrew on all fours, I mean, that photo is gold.
Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it?
It's good. But I saw you posted something. It was another photo. Oh, that's a shit story because I can't remember what it was.
No, it was the Prince Andrew photo kneeling over that woman.
Oh, yeah,
saying,
Jeff,
I think I've nonced at her death.
So, but you know, you just every day there's just new gold, new material coming out to comment on, and
it's so hard to keep up with.
Yeah.
You know, because if you want to get anything actually done, you have to stay off social media because it's just fucking, you know, because you can't go on there for 2 minutes, can you?
And this is the amazing thing because this is the ultimate punch up because, you know, we're thinking about Kunt from Basildon, Essex Council, punching up to the royal family, you know, like, and they're putting the ball right in front of the goal, you know, like these photos and everything coming out. It's unbelievable.
Oh, I mean, like, yeah, the last few years have just been a complete fucking gift.
Yeah. But what was really, really cool, Sanka, you might have seen this and not known who'd done it. But 2 weeks ago, Nigel Farage was on Cameo, and he'll literally say anything for money.
Oh, it wasn't me.
It wasn't you.
No, someone sent me it on WhatsApp, just like early in the morning, and I just shared it, but it just went. My socials just went fucking mental. It got 3 million views on my on my Facebook. I mean, I wish it had been me, but it was Nigel Farage. Did you see it? Nigel Farage paying tribute to Ian Watkins.
No, I didn't.
The one of the country's most vile paedophiles.
No, I didn't.
And Nigel Farage was basically saying, "Oh, I love this guy. I've met him.
He's a good lad, Watkins.
Good lad. He's a good lad."
God.
And actually, I think you had a quote in the paper as well, and you were just saying, "Well, it just proves that he'll say anything for money."
Yeah,
which is great. You know, again, it's comedy, but like taking a massive swipe up.
Yeah,
at the people at the top. It's unbelievable. You can make Farage say crazy stuff.
Oh, he will just do anything for money, won't he?
Yeah. Can you remember when Hulk Hogan used to like retweet stuff and people used to get Fred West and stuff? And, and it's my mum and dad's anniversary.
That picture of Fred and Rose has really done the rounds. there was a news show, wasn't there, in New Zealand that had pulled up this picture of Fred and Rose West and were talking about a tribute to someone's mum and dad. It's brilliant.
It's incredible. And I mean, that's what I used to like about Beta as well, because Goatsy, like the classic Goatsy picture. This is so disgusting that I can't even mention it on a disgusting podcast. This is not safe for work, and I can't even mention what Goatsy was. But the Goatsy iconography.
Do you want me to say? Because
do you want to say what Goatsy was?
Someone pulling their arsehole apart.
Oh my days!
But the iconic thing was there was a wedding ring. So like if you ever saw a circle with eight lines out of it and a wedding ring on, you knew it was a Goatsy reference. And it used to be on the news all the time and things. I think someone designed a London Olympics logo with it on, and the newsreaders are there with it, and everyone's just. I think it's like a computer game where there's a cave where it's it's just getting those little meme nuggets into culture is just is incredible. I want to talk about your musical as well, because you've also been up to Edinburgh Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
Or Edinburgh is it Edinburgh Fringe Festival?
Edinburgh Fringe Festival, yeah. So I sort of went up there, I'd done my solo show back in the day and done, like sort of 6 or 7 years on the trot.
Of the greatest hits stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, it was always sort of, even from the sort of start, it was always just like you just do an hour of the best ones.
Yeah.
And then, and just sort of done that up till 2016 when I stopped touring. And then while the pandemic was on, I got an email from this lady called Sam, because I'd written this musical about the Shannon Matthews disappearance.
Yeah.
Well, I'd written a musical about it because
can you remind our listeners what the Shannon Matthews disappearance was?
So there was a little girl called Shannon Matthews, age 9, from Yorkshire, who went missing, and it sparked like the biggest hunt for someone since the Ripper.
Yeah.
And
where was she?
She was under her uncle's bed base, and she'd been hidden there by her mum and her uncle.
Basically to get money, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was quite a convoluted plan. You can't sort of see how... I think they were going to let her go in the market and claim the money. Or you can't sort of see how it was ever going to work.
So there was a reward or something. Like it's a horrible scam, wasn't it?
Yeah. Because the Sun put up a 50 grand reward. So, so I decided to write a musical about it, and obviously, you sort of have your reservations, but I kept getting ideas. So I decided to write a musical, and then the song ideas kept presenting themselves. So I wrote this sort of 90-minute musical, and was never ever going to be able to get it put on. But I had a mate who was in a band in Huddersfield. And his missus was like drama graduate.
Yeah.
And he had a couple of mates. He worked in insurance, and he had a couple of mates who were quite up for it. And so we recorded it as like an audio musical.
Oh wow!
And my mate kind of helped us. Carsole from the Kunt helped us still get all the music together, because sort of banjos and ukuleles, so it sounded different to my usual stuff. And then we just recorded it as an audio CD and put it out, and it sold dribs and drabs, mostly back to Yorkshire. Over about 10 years, and then in the middle of the pandemic, I got an email from this lady Sam, who was from York and ran a theatre company, and she said, "Are the rights available for Shannon Matthews the musical?" I'm like, "Well, of course the rights are available. No cunt wants to put it on." And she had this idea to take it up to the Edinburgh Fringe, so she got a company together and and rehearsed it and directed it.
Proper actors and singers.
Made it proper, yeah. And they took it up to the Edinburgh Fringe, and through my existing fan base and the new people they kind of found, sold out the shows.
Wow.
And at the end of it, because the cast was so fucking good and really just brought it to life and added another layer to what we'd done originally, I was just sort of chatting with Sam and saying, if we're ever going to crowdfund a film of it, we've got this company of people who all know it and all get on. They're a really nice bunch of people to work with. So let's try and crowdfund the film. So we crowdfunded it, and but I think we crowdfunded it for 10 grand and got 26 grand.
Oh, wow.
So you got Michael Bay to direct it.
No, I mean, thank fuck we got 26 grand, because it went, once you actually start filming stuff and trying to do it properly, and we done it on such a fucking shoestring, done everything, got all the sets together
Yeah.
and did the artwork and did basically everything between us, and everyone multitasked and did a few different jobs, and the actors all mucked in and stayed in this freezing fucking farmhouse on the middle of the Yorkshire moors with water leaking through the roof, where we sort of set up all the sets. And then, got it sort of over the line. And Mike, who does all my videos, spent a year of his life just in his office editing it. And we just kind of went back to it and done all the things that we've done in the past with the Kunt videos, like little animations and silly bits and green screening and stuff for the songs to kind of bring the songs kind of came out of their lounge, and sort of came into a more sort of multicolour world. But I was just so fucking happy with it.
Mate, I mean, it's crazy having a musical just from like a little funny idea you've had, turning it into film. Did you have a premiere or anything?
We booked like the Prince Charles Cinema in London,
Yes.
and then just sold all the tickets to the backers, and everyone come along, and we done the premiere at View in Leeds the night before. Because I thought, right, I'm not going to run away from doing it in Yorkshire, so we did the premiere in View.
How
and then
did that go?
And then
the
the
Leeds
following
one.
Yeah, I mean they were very different because View's a very modern kind of cinema, and the Prince Charles one is very old school.
Yeah.
So I mean they were both really, just two really fucking good nights, and you just think, I wish every night could be like this.
Yeah.
Just celebrating something, and people, everyone that had gone along went along wanting to laugh at it. So you were massively spoilt by the audience, And we'd done a little Q&A afterwards and stuff. But it was just a fucking magic night. And, you think these things don't come along that often. So I'm just going to fucking enjoy it.
Mate, you got to bottle that when it happens. And I think one of the best things you can do is just take something to a ridiculous extent.
Yeah.
And that is just having that one little joke.
Yeah. And just keep asking yourself, what if?
What if? Where can I take this further? It's incredible.
Amazing.
Did you get anyone complaining or any protests about it or anything?
When we sort of released it onto Amazon, the Star got hold of it and were trying to make something happen.
Can I watch this for free with Prime? It's on Amazon.
We couldn't work out how to do. We couldn't work out how to do that because we wanted as many people to see it as possible. But we've just stuck it up on YouTube now. So
Brilliant.
If you go onto YouTube, you can see it for free.
Brilliant.
That's good. I mean, 'cause I love, Jerry Springer the opera, brilliant.
Yeah, I mean,
Prince Andrew the musical was amazing as well. I've got to see this one. This will be the triumvirate.
Yeah.
The Prince Andrew one was great. You should
Was it
watch that.
good?
Yeah. It's got some real catchy little jaunty songs as well. I mean, it would have been better if you had done it.
Well, no, that's why I didn't watch it because I was like, you cunts. That's my thing.
I own Prince Andrew. Yeah.
I'm the sweaty non-sky.
I love it. What's next? Is this now you?
Well, no, I mean, there's always something else, but it's just trying to work out what to do. So me and Mike, who I make all the videos with, we've had this idea for ages. We had it knocking around for years of a sort of spoof true crime documentary.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Called Murder on Thames.
Yeah.
And so,
I'm in. I'm going to back it.
Mate.
It's six episodes that are all going to be set at different locations up and down the Thames.
Yeah.
And at the moment, all the murder victims are from parts of society that I fucking hate, and they're all found with something rammed up their arsehole.
Oh, I love this.
So it's just an excuse to settle a load of bitter scores. But whether that's how it'll end up, I don't know.
Have you ever had any cease and desists or anything?
I've had 3 YouTube channels removed every time I've done something about the royals. That they've just my YouTube channel's just been killed.
Really, and you have to re-upload every video.
Yeah, I mean, this last time I just haven't fucking bothered, and then I've just kind of started now.
Yeah,
but I mean, there's loads of stuff got lost over the years. All the kind of campaign videos and stuff from the chart campaigns, which I'm sort of quite glad of, really. But
I had a cease and desist from Children in Need once. Pudsey sent us one.
Why? What did you do?
Oh, I'm in a silly band as well, and we were giving our money from a single to Children in Need, and we got a cease and desist saying you are not allowed to use the name Children in Need.
Oh, really?
Oh,
So we were like, that's brilliant, getting a cease and desist from Pudsey.
Fucking hell.
Oh, wow.
And it wasn't even rude.
Oh, I got a cease and desist from Simon Pegg's. Simon Pegg's man. I really like Simon Pegg. He's you can tell he's a fucking good guy, but I got a cease and desist from his manager because when we were doing the Fuck the Tories single, he did a video complaining. Yeah, it was Rishi Sunak had put this directive in to get more kids into maths. And Simon Pegg was saying, fuck you, you're cutting the arts. You know, creativity is what makes this country great. And you're fucking, you know, and just had this great big rant and he went, fuck you and fuck the Tories. So I sampled it and put it to our song. And I shouldn't have sent a press release out really saying that Simon Pegg joins the cunts. Like looking back, I wouldn't do that now because I like him. Do you know what I mean? But his manager sent us a really angry email back.
Let's talk a bit more about DIY music as well, because I think it's pretty inspiring. You know, that's the creativity. You know, it's really inspiring that you can have no sort of major equipment or money to go in a recording studio, make something at home and get it like top 10 in the charts.
Yeah, I mean that Boris Johnson song was it cost a tenner.
That's amazing.
What was it? Come on, tell us what you spent a tenner on.
I paid Mike £100 to mix the album, and there were 10 tracks on it.
Okay, brilliant. Yeah,
but all the other tracks we recorded in a little studio in Benfleet, and it was just in the lead up to lockdown.
Yeah, and
then we got locked down, and then I had the idea for the Boris Johnson one, and so everyone just recorded their bits remotely and sent them to me.
Amazing, and you mixed and mastered it all.
Mike mixed it, and then we just mastered it all together.
And do you have to pay money to put it out as well, to distribute it?
I mean, yeah, but DistroKid, you have like it's on a subscription model, so you didn't pay a fee. You know, it did cost a tenner. You know,
hang on. You've had 18 albums. They're going to change their model, aren't they? This guy's taking the piss.
They get enough fucking money off me every time you do a different band name, you have to kind of pay them more money for a different fucking subscription.
Yeah. So you know, if anyone just wanted to like get stuck in, because you said like your mate just said, "Come on, do a gig."
Yeah,
and you had to get something together.
Yeah, just book something up. So that you can't, because I think that's half the battle is having the idea and seeing it through to actually doing it, because there's a million fucking voices will go, you don't do it. And there's a thing, especially in Essex, and especially where we sort of grew up, he's look, he's trying. Yeah. Look at him trying, what a try-hard. And you're just like, it's not embarrassing to try, and it's not embarrassing to fail, because you've got to fucking fail to achieve anything. And the people that don't try anything never fucking achieve anything. And you haven't failed until you've given up trying. Just don't fucking give up trying. Keep beating your head against the wall.
Yeah. So like,
love it.
Book something in, set a deadline that you can't get out of. Yeah, and just go for it. And actually, you don't need to worry about your first gig's not going to be amazing. The problem is now, let's say like with music, like people like Youngblood and things. They build them up and they put them in front of a stage in front of 100,000 people when they haven't gone and played the Bull in Colchester like 10 times and the hot box and things like that. And you need to learn your craft, and you need to fail a few times.
Yeah, just go and fucking do it.
Yeah. I mean, just go and fucking do it. That's all you need, isn't it?
Brilliant.
That was like our Springer's final thought, wasn't it?
Honestly.
Just Springer, just go and fucking do it, guys.
That's it.
Right, Sangeeta.
Yes.
You still haven't done your poetry night.
Why did you have to mention that? Can you
just fucking do it.
Do you know what? Okay.
Yeah, but also, if you don't do your poetry night, then I'm going to get you booked in supporting Kunt and the Gang. And you're going to have to do like you're going to have to do a bashment set or something.
Well, that will be the one, won't it? Oh,
and you just can't get out of it. You've got to do it. You've got to book stuff in. You've got to agree to do stuff. I always say, like, I won't say I'm going to do something until I'm sure that I'm going to do it. Because you don't want people to be like, oh, you said you were going to do that thing.
Oh, do you know what? I used to just hold on to all this stuff and not tell anyone. And then I kind of sort of worked out that telling people about it means you've got to fucking
do it.
You've got to get on with it. And like with that murder on Thames, it might happen or it might not happen. But I've said it now. So I've got to fucking.
I'm invested. I want to be an executive producer.
Okay, no poetry.
Yeah. So you're going to get on it.
I am going to get on it.
Yeah,
I've started on my way into London on a Monday, Tuesday. I've started to think about lyrics. So I'm not going to lie. I've started to take it a little bit serious.
She's doing it.
Give me a couple of weeks.
Book her in. When's your next gig?
No, I want to come and see you.
Yeah, when are you at the Crawford Arms next? Let's get it. We'll get Jason at the Crawford Arms. He'll be up for it.
I want to come and watch you. I've got a lot of Googling to do because normally I don't know who the guests are. But actually hearing your story and everything you've done, I can't wait to go do some research.
The stuff is really appalling.
Oh, I love it.
Honestly, you've got to rinse your ears out afterwards.
No,
and your brain.
Good.
He didn't even mention all the pedo stuff.
It's all good.
I had to go quite light on that.
He's so light.
And it's funny because I was selling this podcast to young people in the school today.
Oh, shit.
Podcast is going to be hello. Beep. Are you creative? Yes.
Oh, I love it. No, but this is brilliant because actually one of the young people I did meet today, they're in a band.
Yeah.
And their question to me was, what do I do next? And you've just answered it. Like, just keep going.
I think this is like the really important thing. I always say to people, like, what's your minimum viable product, right? Don't wait for like having an amazing, I've got to have a Mesa Boogie amp and I've got to have this guitar and I've got to have like my Korg Trinity keyboard or whatever. Yeah. Just get a Casio and plug it in and the Tandy's microphone. That's what I used to have when I used to do my band.
Yeah.
And just go and do it. And
we had
evolve.
when I started, we had a little Casio. Me and a mate were sort of doing something, and I had this terrible fucking 1970s plastic mic that just sounded awful. But
your hand movement there didn't look sick.
But I liked it. And
oh gosh,
I cut a circle out of a pint, plastic pint glass, and put that round it for reverb.
Oh, brilliant, Darth Vader style.
Yeah.
Love it. Oh my days.
That's great. So I think just get out and start doing stuff and just get better and learn. I think that's good. Just fucking do it. What'd you say? That was Nike, wasn't it? Just fucking do it.
Fucking do it.
Cunt. You should do it. Fake cunt. Cunt. Just fucking do it.
Oh, I've done the Nike t-shirt already.
I love it.
Awesome. All right. God, I can't remember what we do on the podcast now.
Is the podcast still going? I thought we'd stopped about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, no, it's still going. This is the outro. This is the outro. Honestly, it's so unprofessional. It's just not. I mean, we didn't even talk about your podcast. I was going to talk about it, but fuck it.
Don't worry about it. It looks after itself.
I don't want to give Stu Whiffen any more. I'll get him another time.
He gets enough love.
Yeah, he does. He's big enough, isn't he? Here's the pod Bible. Bless him.
Self-appointed authority.
Yeah, the self-appointed podcast god. We got Richard Herring, the podfather, coming here soon. So,
have you?
Yeah, they'll have to battle it out like Highlander at the Essex border. Whiffen will be there with a massive Claymore broadsword.
Oh dear.
Did you know, Sangeeta, you can follow this podcast on @r.u.creative.podcast on Instagram.
I shall follow it from tonight.
We're going to be at Essex Podcast Festival with Steve Lemack as well.
Yes, we are.
Not quite. You're not.
Where's that then?
At Patch Place in Chelmsford.
That sounds proper.
Yeah, Steve Lemack's coming over. We're going to talk about random, really obscure 90s indie bands from Essex.
Oh, what, you're doing a podcast with Steve Lemack? Are you doing this podcast?
We
with
are,
Steve
but with an audience, and it's always a little bit awkward.
Yeah,
and really weird. And then I remember last time we were chatting, and I could see someone's knees twitching like they needed a piss in the front. It's so distracting.
No, you need to just call it out. That's what makes it.
Anyway, we've got the. Thank you to Adam Whitaker and Locker Media Studios.
Beep, beep.
Thanks, Adam.
Thanks, Adam. And thanks for getting another slab down later. Thanks, Sangeeta.
Thank you, Nick.
Yeah, no problem. No one's listening anymore, are they? We'll just spend so long winding it up. Do they listen to the end?
People do, yeah.
No one ever sends any questions or anything? Everyone's going to unsubscribe after this one anyway. We've completed podcasting.
I don't think so. I think this was one of the good ones.
I think your subscriptions are going to go up.
I think they will. Do you know what? I have my list. I have my list of people that I want to get on the podcast, and you've been in top 5 ever since we started. It's only I only asked you.
How long have you been doing it?
Year and a half.
Why didn't you contact me?
Because I'm working up. I'm working up to Square Pusher and Damon Albarn, right?
Oh, well, they're above me.
Yeah.
Right, fuck you.
And finally,
Damon Albarn ain't going to come on.
Finally, we got Lemack. We got Lemack, and I was like, okay, we've got Lemack now. I'm going to ask Kunt. So you're above Lemack.
I was above
You're
Lemack.
above Lemack, yeah. Totally. There you go.
As long as I'm above Lemack, I don't mind being below Albarn.
Yeah, little Kunt's above you.
He'll come. He'll do anything.
Yeah.
Anything I say.
That's all.
Love it.
That's it. We're out.
Good night.
Have you got catchphrases, cunt?
Oh, I've got all the catchphrases. Fuck sticks, mother's cunt. I've got all the catchphrases.
I've got all the catchphrases. Look at you, Boss.
Well, the song titles are all catchphrases, aren't they? Jesus died of a strangle wank. Women love a bastard.
That's a true one.
Yeah.
A lot of them are true.
That's true.
A lot of them are true.
Oh, we got to stop now. We got to stop.
Oh.
Thank you, cunt.
Thanks very much.
Mate.